Hello, and welcome to another newsletter from Construction Programs and Results. I'm Michael Stone, and I'll be sharing our newsletter with you. We will get to the newsletter in just a minute, but first I want to remind you that summertime is a good time for you to spend with family. Vacations are good for you physically and mentally. Make sure you take some time for you, even if it is only 2 or 3 days at a time. This week, we will talk about one of the major nemesis of the construction industry, and that is cash flow. Let's look at one of the major contributors to that problem: employees and cash flow. A few weeks ago, we talked about the cash flow in your business, specifically reviewing your overhead expenses so you can know your cash flow needs month by month. Having too many employees for your volume of work will also hurt your cash flow. If you find yourself struggling to make payroll, one of the reasons might be having too many people on your payroll. It isn't uncommon for a contractor to call and lament that they aren't making any money. When I ask how many employees they have, I'll hear 4, 5, or even 6 employees, plus the owner and or his spouse. And the company is producing $450,000 in work for the year. 3 things can cause cash flow problems faster than all others. The first is not charging enough for the work or your service. The second is using a payment schedule that has you using your funds, not theirs, to build jobs. And the third is having too many employees. Let's do some math. The minimum salary the business owners should pay themselves for owning and running the business is 8% of the sales price of the job. If their company is producing $450,000 a year, that's a salary of $36,000. That isn't much money for a family to live on in today's economy, but that's all an owner can take in salary at that sales volume. After paying the owner's salary, you have $414,000 left to pay employee wages and benefits. You also have to pay the cost of all the materials for your jobs and any subcontractors. Is that all? Nope. We still have overhead expenses to pay as well. And when you add it all up, you quickly find that there isn't enough money to go around. Remember the $36,000 we calculated for the owner's salary? The owner will probably also be working on jobs, so they should be paid for that as well. But the reality is, for all their time and trouble and sleepless nights, they probably won't draw a paycheck at all because they pay their employees first. The problem doesn't just affect businesses with $450,000 in annual revenue. It affects businesses with $5 million and $10 million in annual revenues as well. If you have too many employees for your volume of business, you're eventually going to have problems meeting payroll. We have charts in the book, Markup and Profit, a Contractor's Guide Revisited, on the appropriate volume per employee. Use those charts to plan your needed cash flow. Be aware of your numbers, know what's right for your business, and if you're having cash flow problems, check out your volume per employee first. It isn't popular to say this, but I'm going to remind you that you aren't in business to provide employment. You're in business to provide a service and make a profit doing it. The service you provide is the jobs you build. It isn't the employees you support. That also means that if you don't have jobs to build, you need to send employees home. Paying them to do busy work is an overhead expense. Unless you have healthy buffer in your overhead budget to cover busy work, their pay is coming out of profit. In construction, employees should know that 40 hours a week is never guaranteed. If you are more concerned with having employees or keeping your employees busy than you are with building jobs profitably, your business won't last and everyone will be unemployed, including you. Cash flow problems only get worse until you step in and analyze why they are happening and then take steps to fix it. If you need someone to look over your shoulder and lend a hand, give me a call. I'll help you figure it out. Thanks again for watching, and may the profits be with you.